Hi everybody, this is Dr. Abhishek here with another dental podcast. We have already had a session on root canal treatment, how it is done, the methodology, and how we finally end up with a tooth which is having a crown. So we start off with a decay, it is infected, and we do root canal treatment, do the entire filling, seal it up and put a crown like an umbrella on top. So now coming to the topic of crowns. So once we complete root canal for a tooth, how do make a crown? We slightly shave off about 1.5 millimeters of your enamel on all sides, and then in that space we fix a thing called a crown. So this crown is a artificial object. It is made up of either metal or metal fused to ceramic, or it is made up of full ceramic. So this is an example for a completely metal crown. Now these metals, unlike your regular metals which corrode and which can leach in fluids, are specific alloys, either with nickel chromium or nickel cobalt or with titanium, which don't allow it to degrade in the presence of moisture. So these crowns remain intact and polished like this for a long period of time inside your mouth. But you cannot use these crowns everywhere, because when you smile, you imagine having a tooth like this inside your mouth. So then came the option of having aesthetic or cosmetic solutions. So the basic one in that is something called the metal fused to ceramic or the porcelain jacket crown. So this is the crown. You have an inner core of metal, and there is a coating of ceramic on the top, therefore making it look like your natural tooth. So this is called metal crown. This is called a porcelain jacket crown or metal ceramic crown. Then how do you make a metal ceramic crown? Basically the impression is taken, and that impression is sent to the lab where they make something called a wax pattern. So this is a wax pattern. Okay, you make a wax model of the crown that you want, and this wax pattern is invested and put into a casting machine where metal flows inside, and this whole wax is converted into the same space, the same shape of metal, and that is what you see here. Then of course it is polished and it is refined till you get this luster and this shine. So this process was called till up to here it is called lost wax process. After this, in the last 20 years, one new technology called CAD/CAM came. So what is CAD/CAM? Basically, you can use a computer to design what you want, and the computer uses certain equipment to mill the crown from the scratch. So thus we were provided with something called MLS. Okay, MLS. So this is an example of a MLS crown. It looks just like your porcelain jacket crown, that it's similarly structured. It has got a core of metal along with a ceramic coating. But the difference is this thing is built up by laser sintering. This is built up by casting in a furnace. This is built up by laser sintering, and it is designed on a computer up to the millimeter. So the precision, the fit, the whole construction process, the bonding of this ceramic to this crown, everything is superior. So that is called MLS. You can even see that the finish of this crown and this crown, this is a little more superior. See the detailing of the cusps, the grooves, the finish line of the margins are all very precise, very accurate, very minimal. So these are all metal ceramic crowns. Then we come to something called all ceramic. So in all ceramic, the most common thing known is called zirconia. Now, zirconia, like your porcelain jacket crown, has got a core of this zirconia. It is nothing but a mineral crystal, and over this core, it is almost white in color. We can put ceramic layering like this. So this is a very cosmetic option, especially for replacing your front teeth. So this is an example for a zirconia crown. If you notice, there is no metal inside. It is totally, this core is a white color opaque structure over which you put ceramic layering. So this is called zirconia. And in zirconia, there are different types based on its look and its finish and its luster. For example, its translucency. Suppose you want to go for a front tooth and you want to use zirconia. The zirconia used is very translucent so that it mimics your natural look of the tooth, especially when you're taking close-up photography and things like that. So then you have some zirconia focused on strength. For example, monolithic. An example for translucent zirconia is classic. Then you have some zirconia which is it is in between both. It is okay for everything, so that is called basic. But if you want to specifically go in for aesthetics over function, you have to go in for more translucent and more better looking zirconia, which goes up into classic, premium, platinum, things like that. If you want to go in for just purely strength, I want to go in for a back tooth replacement with zirconia, you have to go in for something like monolithic, which is very strong. Then came something called Emax, which is this crown. Now this also is fully ceramic. As you can see, there is no metal inside. There is no metal at all inside. It is fully ceramic. But if you notice, this crown is very slim and it's very aesthetic. Its shades can be created as natural as your own teeth. So usually for a front tooth which needs a replacement, we suggest something called Emax. Now the bonding procedure for each of these things is different. We have to use a different bonding system for this, for this, for this, for this, and for this. So from the point that that's why when we finish your root canal treatment, we explain to you that there are so many different types of crowns, and we need a clear feedback or a clear opinion about which crown you're interested in. So from there, we have to start planning your preparation, we have to start planning your impression, we have to start planning which lab to give it to, which bonding system to use to fix the crown back. So it is a long process. So when we say putting a crown, it starts from here. So you have to be very clear which crown you're interested in and get your doctor's or your dentist's advice, which is most ideal for you, because only the dentist will know best what crown is most applicable in your situation, whether it's a back tooth or a front tooth or what your expectations are. Everything can be sorted out with a good crown done by a good lab and fixed by a good dentist. So again, find a good dentist, find a good dentist in your locality who can help you with this, who can give you a clear explanation. Now in terms of cost also, this will be the cheapest, and as you go higher and higher, the cost goes up. So the cost will vary depending upon a lot of factors. There is no unified cost because each of these materials come from different countries. If it's coming from Germany, if it's coming from Korea, the base material, the costs again differ. If it is made in one lab in Bombay, it differs. If it's made in lab in Kerala, it differs. Made in Chennai, it differs. So there are a lot of variations in cost. But go to a dentist whom you know well and get the best crowns for your root canal treated teeth. So this is Dr. Abhishek signing off. Till next time, ciao.